Welcome to the BP311 Weekday Sports Picks Show for Friday, March 25th, 2022. Defense wins championships. You know, it's a motto for a reason. I said Houston was just too good, and that's one of the biggest things I was right about today. And, this team's all about the defense, scrambling to the ball, forcing turnovers. Even without one of their best players on the court, they're still, to me, the most dominant team. I don't know if anybody can beat them. Now, Villanova's public enemy number one. They beat Michigan in the 2018 National Championship game. They put them out of the tournament this year as well. But that's not the only reason why. I just don't think they have it against Houston. I don't know that anybody does. I think that Kansas would potentially be their biggest challenge to going all the way. Houston is the last team with a future for me, but that's not the only reason. I just believe in this team, and I believe that, the Final Four last year, the big letdown, it's time. Arizona's out. Gonzaga's out. You got one number one seed left in Kansas. I don't think Nova is good enough. And I was pretty confident that Zona wasn't good enough. So that's going to be a common thread and a common theme. Quick recap for Thursday. 2 and 3, not the best day, but better than lately. We're getting back on the right path here. 42, 45, and 3 for March. 111, 102, and 4 all time. Let's start in the NCAA. Okay. Early on, Michigan couldn't hang with Nova. They were playing good enough in every other aspect to win this game, except execution. They had 1, 2, sometimes 3 chances at the backboard, and they just could not execute. They could not get points when they should have. And I don't know. That was the difference. They would have made half those shots, they would have won this game. So Michigan's out. That's an L. Nova takes the win, 63-55. But Houston, on the other hand, they got the dub, and they look really good. A commanding victory over Arizona, 72-60. So 1-1 in the NCAA. I'm going to go ahead and give you my pick for Friday in the NCAA right now. I got one that I really like, and I'm going to go with the Tar Heels. University of North Carolina, I'm taking the money line, plus 115. You get that at DraftKings. Game's on at 9:30 against CBS. UNC versus UCLA. And I'll be honest, in my bracket, I got UCLA. But North Carolina's been playing extremely good ball. They've been red hot on fire, and I don't know that anybody in that division, that quadrant of the bracket, can extinguish it. I'm not sure these guys don't make it to the national championship game at this point. I mean, I know that Arkansas was impressive, but was it more that, or was it more Gonzaga wasn't as good as we thought they were? I wouldn't worry much about Purdue or St. Peter's. I just don't think Duke's going to make it to the championship game. Wait, is Duke out? I didn't even pay attention to that game. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Duke wins. Texas Tech is out. So, I don't think they make it all the way to the championship game. I think they either go down. They probably go down in the Final Four, most likely. I'm just throwing it all out there, aren't I? I do think Duke will beat Arkansas. I do think North Carolina will beat UCLA, and then whoever wins out of Purdue and St. Peter's, most likely Purdue. I think that Kansas is pretty much, unless Miami can really pull that upset, Kansas will come out of that quadrant, and then you got Houston, and I feel like it's probably Houston and the winner of North Carolina, UCLA, in championship game, my opinion. So I'm going to forecast that whole thing for you right now. My pick for Friday, though, is North Carolina money line. And they're a slight underdog, and they're red hot on fire, and go Tar Heels. Let's move on. We'll touch on the NBA. Pacers plus 12.5. No. Grizzlies blanked them by 30 points, 133-103. Here's my plays for Friday in the NBA. Fuck the NBA. If you want plays in the NBA on Friday, go see my buddy TJ Saltdog. TJ Saltdog, Weekday Sports Picks or Terry Saltzman. All right, check it out. He's making some really good plays in the NBA. Hell, if I decide I want to play NBA tomorrow, I might just tail. I'm not making a play in the NBA tomorrow, and I am taking the weekend off to recharge my batteries. I feel like it's much needed after going 12 days straight on the videos. So I will also mention that TJ Saltog, I'll be giving him my hockey picks for the weekend so that he can throw them out on his show. If you want some bonus NHL plays from BP311, check out TJ Saltog. Okay? Terry Saltzman, TJ Saltog Sports Picks. Moving on. NHL tonight was a split bag as well, 1-1 there. Wings and Islanders do go over 5-2 in a New York victory. Over 5.5, that's a win. Predators didn't come to play. I mean, I watched the third period, and it just looked like they were completely outmatched. And I know that they're not that much worse than Vegas. Sometimes they're better than Vegas. I'm not sure what it is. They just didn't come to play. They didn't have it tonight at all. So a 6-1 Vegas Golden Knights victory, and kind of a shit show in that one. So overall, 2-3. I've went over the whole time record. Let's go back to the ice, shall we? I want to talk about Friday's play, and I'm not going to roll with an over. I don't like any game enough on an over for Friday, so I'm going to take a money line that I found value in. I'm going to take the New York Rangers. Very slight dog. Plus 100 is the consensus on that line against the Pittsburgh Penguins. A potential playoff implication, potential playoff series, preview matchup here. Game's on at 7 o'clock, NHL Network. If you go over to Bet Rivers, and I try to say this every Friday if I can remember to. Right now, that's every Friday. It's been that way for a minute. I think since football season ended, every Friday, NHL, you get a 20% boost. Anything you want in the NHL. It can be a player prop. It can be parlay. It can be a straight bet. You know, money line, spread, puck line, whatever you want, over, under, total. I use it every Friday. So anyway, I took their line, which was minus 106 on the Rangers money line, and I moved it to a plus 114 with their 20% boost. So get that at Bet Rivers, and that'll, you know, get you some better odds on it. So there's not a lot to recap. I'm leaving you with 2 plays for Friday, and I'm going to give you one for Saturday. I'm going to give it to you now, and it's going to be in the NCAA, in the Elite Eight. I told you how much I'm high on Houston. Houston and UCLA, the line came out. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning, early Friday, late Thursday night, putting the sports world to bed yet again. I'm going to take Houston, the -2 against Villanova for Saturday, and I'm not just going to bet this, I'm going to points bet this, and if you know, then you know, and if you don't, check out the app. I'll break it down for you. It basically means I'm going to put X amount of dollars on every point, where if the game ends in a Houston 2-point victory, no money changes hands. And then I can take it up to 10 or take it up to 15 or however many points I want. I think it's up to about 15, 20, 30. I don't know. Let's just do this. I'll do it for 10, and I'll do $3 a point. Okay, I'm risking $30. Not a big deal. That's what I have left in that book, by the way. So that's why I'm doing it this way. If they win by 12, I won $30. You know. If they lose by 8, I've lost 30. And anywhere in between, it's $3 a point. And that's the way I'm going to play it. I have that much faith and confidence in Houston. I think that they can beat Nova by double digits just like they did Arizona. And that's the bottom line. Houston's the better team. Houston's stronger defensively. Houston's next player up. They play as a team. They have unfinished business from last year in the Final Four. I can't see anybody beat them. And I'm going to roll with that, with the rest of my chump change and points bet on Saturday. And so let's recap the plays. I'll see you on Johnny Hahn Wins live, 6 p.m. Eastern on Johnny Hahn Wins YouTube channel with Johnny, with Bo, with T-Mac. We're all going to be there talking March Madness for Friday night. Probably get into a little bit of the weekend plays. I will not have anything NBA for that show either, most likely. Maybe I'll get a chance to throw my NHL play out. Maybe I won't, but I'll recap it here anyhow. And from there, I will personally see you on Monday. But if you want my bonus NHL plays for the weekend, check out Terry Saltzman, TJ Saltog, Sports Picks, Sports Bets on YouTube. Recap for Friday, 7 o'clock, NHL Network. Rangers moneyline plus 100 against the Penguins. You can get it at PointsBet with a 20% boost at plus 114. Friday, also North Carolina moneyline, another dog, plus 115. You can grab that one at DraftKings. They're playing UCLA at 9:30 on CBS in one of the last Sweet 16 games. And I gave you one for Saturday as well. I'll take credit for this and all NHL picks that you get to hear over on Terry's channel. Houston -2 against Nova, and I'm playing it $3 a point from that point forward or backward. With that being said, check out Johnny Hahn Wins live at 6. Check me out there. Check out Terry. He'll have my NHL picks for the weekend. Check me out on Monday. I'll be back. We'll go over all this and the new stuff. And, obviously dig in a little bit to the Final Four. With that being said, have a great weekend. Keep it profitable.